Hello, this is Bill Spann here in Kirkland, Washington, near Seattle, and I'm going to attempt to tell a little bit about my marketing history on the internet over the last 20 years. It started with a company called Amerivox, the company that came out in 1992 and was the one that lowered all the long distance. In 3 years, when long distance was really, really expensive, we got the rate all the way down to 2.9 cents by introducing the card into Costco. The business was started by myself and a few friends. It was primarily based in Silicon Valley, but I was living on that dot there in the middle of that Pacific Ocean on the island of Oahu. I was living on a little house there, that beach house, and had a big cliff behind me, and talked on the phone a lot, and used the internet, the earliest commercial websites, broadcast fax, broadcast email, affiliate websites, and the old bulletin board guys would come into my group in '92 when the internet was just launched for commercial use, and they built the first sites for affiliates around the country, giving spots to people in California or whatever state they were from. That early launch of what became 8,000 people on my sales team caused me to have to learn how to use a lot of technologies living in the middle of the ocean. I had 8,000 salespeople all across the country, a lot of them in Alaska, and every day things were changing because we cut long-distance rates in half right out the gate, and then we would make it cheaper and cheaper the more you use the product. It was quite a booming business. 1 out of every 10 people in Hawaii had an Amerivox phone card from the 2,000 people I had as sales reps in the islands. And what really launched the career was getting the Elvis Presley royalty. The two things we invented were the phone card and the word prepaid, or the business model, the financial model of prepaid. That prepaid phone card, nobody had ever prepaid for anything. And what enabled us to break the ice with people was to get the worldwide exclusive on Elvis Presley. The Elvis Presley estate granted us a worldwide exclusive. We came out with some knockout products and put Elvis on phone cards and gave ourselves legitimacy when nobody knew what prepaid was or a phone card. But they knew it was going to save them a lot of money. And when we got the Elvis royalty, that enabled us to then go get images like John Kennedy. We licensed his official images from his photographer, 40,000 images, and created quite a beautiful set of phone cards for John Kennedy. We did the same with Ron Jaworski, brought us the quarterback legends, and we put football players on phone cards. My good friend and a great client was Wyland, the whale artist, and that actual image was the most popular image on phone cards, and I managed the Wyland account and became quite good friends with Wyland and his family and out there on the islands in Hawaii. The first nonprofit I established with the Hawaii Republican Party, where the Republicans in Hawaii were selling phone cards, reducing their long-distance rates by a lot, and benefiting the political party in the process. So my biggest client was Wyland, not Wyland, but Konishiki. He was 625 pounds. You can see him here. He's quite the big guy, but that's what I always tell people my biggest client was Konishiki. What happened pretty soon, what occurred was in 1996, I formed my first pure internet company called First Technologies, fast income building, residual producing sales technologies. And those websites were the first user-generated, self-replicating websites. They also included chat rooms, email addresses. They had their own individual forums, message boards inside, and people could load up a picture from their hard drive, and they could put a text block in there and a header line, and they would instantly have their own URL, their own identifier, and they'd be able to show their friends their site, get them to join up. Their friends could create an instant site. It would self-replicate, create a food chain, a network of websites. And this technology was shown to Steve Ballmer in 1996, in the early part of 96, before Microsoft even threw their hat in the ring of the internet. And it did inspire certain products you see today. And that was quite an accomplishment for a little team of people I assembled to program the early sites that were the precursors to the Facebook and the sites that you see today. This was, already about 1996. So we're already in 2012. So quite a long time back. As the internet progressed, we formed a company called GetToIt.com. We raised about $6 million by getting a McCaw family member involved that I solicited and brought that deal in. The money came in, and we had $6 million to go and create a little widget. You see here, see that key on that widget right there? That's the key bank. They could have their own browser. This was a unique browser that when you opened it up, the browser would hold your passwords and your account all in one interface, and you didn't need a Explorer browser at the time. You could have the Get To It browser and have all your important apps in there. So my job, as well as I co-founded the company, was to actually bring in all the apps. So I researched every important app that a business person could use on the internet, and we would then put that inside this widget, and you wouldn't even need a browser. So what became of that? It died with the in the year 2000, right when the whole internet died. It had a very sudden death with the IPO boom was over, and what came next was lead producers. I became an internet lead generator for the refi business that boomed from 00 to 07. So I had a run where I generated the leads, sold them to Bank America, Chase, individual loan officers. And it was quite a heyday to be in the mortgage refi lead generation business. That's where we learned all the tricks of the trades, how to generate leads, and all the data, how to create multiple hundreds of leads per day of people who wanted to refi. The next phase of my business was the Branding Foundry. The Branding Foundry actually founded that in the year 2007. The Branding Foundry was built around Roland Hansen and Rick Cesari. Rick and Roland were the premier marketers that we built a company around. Roland actually named Windows for Bill Gates. Gates was going to call Windows the Interface Office Manager. Gates wanted Roland to build a brand for his company. Roland had previously worked for Neutrogena, and he convinced people that their soap was better just by pure branding and marketing genius. It wasn't any better. It was just a lot more expensive. And Gates saw what Roland did there, brought him into Microsoft, and Gates wanted to call his product the Interface Office Manager. Roland said, no, it will be called Windows, because of the features and benefits of the product name Windows. It's all the features and benefits in one word. It's a window to the world, and it does windowing on your computer. Gates conceded. The product was named Windows, and after a very successful launch in Comdex 82, it beat out 4 other operating systems that actually worked, and Windows didn't even work at the time. My other primary marketing partner and marketing genius was Rick Cesari. Rick is known as the king of all infomercials. He has launched single-handedly the Juice Man, the George Foreman Grill, OxyClean, Sonic Care, and now, fabulously, GoPro. So, congratulations, Rick. Rick is that GoPro account is spearheaded by my good buddy, my mountain guide friend Tim O'Brien. GoPro has now made over $400 million in sales in 4 years from user-generated viral videos, where all the users around the world send those videos into GoPro every day to get quite the publicity out there, as you see them on TV, and it's quite the success product right there. What has become a big thing lately is I've created a formulaic selling solution where basically branding plus marketing plus media equals sales. And embedded in all of this is the closure chart that you see there, the chart of how to create a close. But all successful sales come from proper branding, the proper marketing, and the proper media to drive the traffic, to get the eyeballs to create the sales if you're branded properly and you have the right marketing position. Recently, back in February, I did testify at the Supreme Court of Germany. The court requested my presence. I appeared with a team of lawyers, and we won a case at the German Supreme Court for allowing all the German people or anybody in the European Union to use any phone card they want or buy it when IDT was trying to monopolize the industry there. It took 4 years, but we successfully defeated the huge telecom company, IDT, and who claimed that they invented the phone card. My presence there and evidence I provided proved that the team that we had been part of in 90 days prior to their patent claim, beat them to it. We invented the phone card, my company that we all worked with, Amerivox. And today I'm looking forward to working with anybody who wants to take a product, a service, an idea, and take it to market and get some sales. So please call the number on your screen. Love to talk to you. Send us a forum, send an email to us, and look forward to hearing from you. Hope you have a really good day.